Hello class 8, how are you all? So we had been studying chapter number 2. Yes, today is the second class of chapter number 2. So we had been studying about microorganism, friend and foe. Last time we studied the major group type of microorganism, yes, and we also had gone through the definition, examples of microorganism. Okay, today before start our topic, let's revise again. Okay, so what do you mean by microorganism? Yes, what do you mean by microorganism? Yes, so microorganisms are also known as microbes. Microorganisms are also known as microbes. Yes, microorganisms are small organism, or you can say tiny organism. Yes, microorganisms are small organisms which you cannot see with unaided eye. Yes, that you cannot see with unaided eye. There are four major group of microorganisms. There are four major group of microorganisms, as you can see on the screen. Can you see on the screen? Can you see on the screen? Four major group of microorganisms. Yes. So there are four major group of microorganisms, and these are bacteria, algae, fungi, protozoa. Yes, bacteria, algae, fungi, protozoa. Yes, bacteria, algae, fungi, protozoa. For example, bacteria are lactobacillus. Yes, E. coli, lactobacillus, E. coli. Yes, and rod-shaped bacteria, spiral bacteria. Yes, do you remember? Last time I had shown you the picture of rod-shaped bacteria and spiral bacteria. Yes, and algae, Chlamydomonas, Spirogyra. These are algae. Yes, Chlamydomonas and Spirogyra, as you can see on the screen. Fungi, bread mold, Penicillium aspergillus. Yes, bread mold, Penicillium aspergillus. Yes, and protozoa, amoeba, paramecium. I had shown you last time the picture of protozoa, amoeba and paramecium. Okay, now in this class we will also talk now about a new kind of microorganism, that is nothing but virus. Yes, so we will talk about virus. Viruses, all the viruses are also considered as microorganisms. Yes, viruses are also considered as microorganisms. Yes, but they are different from other microorganisms. It means they are different from bacteria, they are different from algae, they are different from fungi. Yes, viruses are different from bacteria, viruses are different from algae, viruses are different from fungi. Yes, because they reproduce only in the body of host organism. Yes, when they are in the body of host organism. Yes, when they are in the body of host organism like bacteria, plants or animal, then they reproduce. Yes, they need a host. They need a host. Host means that animal on which virus can depend. Yes, that animal on which virus can depend. For example, for coronavirus, we are the host. For coronavirus, we are the host. It means coronavirus depend on us. It means virus depend on host. Virus depend on host, and we are host. Okay. Common elements like cold, influenza means flu, most cough are caused by virus. Yes, you know common cold and cough. Yes, common cold and cough and flu. Yes, and most cough, they all are because of virus. They all are caused by virus. Yes, they all are caused by virus. And some serious disease just like polio, chickenpox, they are also caused by viruses. They are also caused by viruses. Please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. So kids, microorganisms, what are microorganisms? Microorganisms are small organisms, yes, which you cannot see with unaided eye. There are four major group of microorganisms: bacteria, algae, fungi, protozoa. Example of bacteria: spiral bacteria, rod-shaped bacteria, and lactobacillus and E. coli. Yes, lactobacillus, E. coli, spiral bacteria, rod-shaped bacteria. Algae, examples of algae, Chlamydomonas and Spirogyra. Yes, Chlamydomonas and Spirogyra. Chlamydomonas look like mouse. I had shown you picture last time. Yes. Fungi, bread mold, Penicillium aspergillus. Yes, bread mold, aspergillus, Penicillium, protozoa, amoeba, paramecium. Yes. And viruses are also considered microorganisms, but they are different from other microorganisms. Yes, they are different from other microorganisms because they reproduce only in the body of host. Yes, they reproduce in the body of host. Like host organism are like bacteria, maybe host organism may be bacteria, host organism may be plants, host organism may be animal. Yes. And diseases, which diseases are caused by virus? Which diseases are caused by virus? Cough and cold. Yes, cough and cold are caused by virus. And serious disease like polio and chicken pox, HIV, AIDS. Yes, all these are caused by virus. Yes, HIV, AIDS, polio, chicken pox, cough and cold, influenza. And due to protozoa also many diseases occur. Yes, like dysentery is the disease due to protozoa. Yes, dysentery is the disease due to protozoa. Malaria is also due to protozoa. Yes, malaria is caused by a female mosquito. I will tell the name of mosquito, which mosquito is the reason behind the malaria. Okay, and bacteria, if I talk about the bacteria like typhoid, cholera, TB is also caused by bacteria. Typhoid is also caused by bacteria. Cholera is also caused by bacteria. Okay, measles, chickenpox, polio, all these are, hepatitis B are caused by virus. Yes. Okay. Now let me show you the picture of virus. Okay. Let's move on the next point. Okay, kids, as you can see the picture that you can see the picture of virus. Yes, as you can see the picture, it's looking like an insect having legs, having 6 legs, as you can see in green color. Yes, it's looking like, the name of this virus is actually bacteriophage. Yes, bacteriophage is the name of virus. And I had already told you that chickenpox, polio, HIV, AIDS, these some kind of serious diseases are caused by virus, and other diseases like cough and cold, common cough and cold, caused by virus. Okay, so you can see the picture of bacteriophage. This is the bacteriophage. Okay, upper part you can see, and lower part you can see that at lower part you can see legs. Yes, this is the picture of virus. Okay, now let's move on the next point. Okay, kids, as you can see an index on your screen. Yes, can you see the index? I have written few human diseases which are caused by microorganisms, means causative microorganisms. Yes, in first column you can see human diseases. In second column you can see microorganisms, causative micro, and in third column, last column, you can see mode of transmission. Yes, how do these diseases transferred? Yes, means how do virus, bacteria or protozoa they transfer? How do they transfer? Yes, how do the microorganisms transfer, means mode of transmission? How do they transfer from one body to another body or inside the body? So how do they transfer? Through air, maybe they can transfer all these microorganisms. Maybe they can transfer through water, maybe they can transfer through dirty food, maybe they can transfer through dirty water, maybe they can transfer through air, maybe they can transfer through contact. When you come in contact with someone, means physical contact. Okay, so all these microorganisms causes different kind of disease. As you can see in the index, first disease, tuberculosis. Yes. What is the name of first disease? Tuberculosis. Yes, TB. Tuberculosis means TB. It is caused by bacteria and mode of transmission is air. Yes. When someone cough, then through the cough, the bacteria with the help of air, it can transfer from infected person to healthy person. Yes, TB. Measles caused by virus. Yes. Then the mode of transmission is air. Yes, it can transfer through air. Chickenpox is a serious disease which is caused by virus, and the mode of transmission, it can transfer through air or when you comes in contact with the chickenpox infected person. Yes, when you come in contact with chickenpox infected person, that time it can transfer. Polio is also caused by virus and it can transfer through air or if you drink dirty water. Yes, so you should drink pure water, do not drink impure water. Cholera, yes, cholera is also disease which is caused by if you are eating dirty food. Yes, stale food if you are eating or if you are drinking dirty water, then you may suffer from cholera. So cholera disease is caused by bacteria. Yes, cholera disease is caused by bacteria and its mode of transmission is water or food. Typhoid, it is caused by bacteria and its mode of transmission is water. Hepatitis B, it is caused by virus. Yes, it is also a serious disease and its mode of transmission is water. Yes, through water virus can go in a healthy person. Malaria is caused by protozoa. Yes, the reason behind malaria is a female mosquito. Yes, it transfer through a female mosquito. The name of female mosquito is Anopheles. Yes, the name of female mosquito is Anopheles, which release protozoa. So the protozoa is the reason behind the malaria. Yes, please write down all these diseases. I am giving you 10 seconds. Okay kids, so please learn all these diseases. Okay, learn all the diagrams of bacteria, protozoa, virus, fungi. Learn all the diagram. Yes, you will have to learn. Now let's move on to the next point. Okay kids, so as I told you that in last class I told you about microorganisms, that microorganisms may be harmful or harmless. Yes, they may be our friend, not all the time our foe, foe, not all the time our enemy. All the microorganisms do not make us ill, do not give bad effect on our health. Some microorganisms are useful. Yes, my dear kids, some microorganisms are useful. So microorganisms are used for various purposes. Yes, for many kind of objective. Yes, microorganisms are used for various purposes. Yes, for example, they are used making of curd, making of bread, making of cake. Yes, microorganisms are used in making of curd, making of bread, making of cake. Do you know yeast? Yeast. Yeast microorganism is used for preparation of cake. Yes, the preparation of cake, it is used. And not only they are used for making curd, for making bread, for making cake. There are many uses. Yes. Second use is they are actually clean the environment. Yes, they clean the environment. They are also used in cleaning up in the environment. Yes. How do they clean? They decompose the waste material. Yes. Organic waste like vegetables peels, remains of animals like dung, feces. Yes, feces means solid waste. are broken down into harmless and usable substance by bacteria. Yes. So by bacteria are microorganisms, they break down them and they make them usable for soil. They may convert into humus. Dark and decayed brown colored substance is called humus. Yes. So they make humus. Bacteria break down the organic substance. Organic substance are those which contain carbon. So bacteria are microorganisms. Bacteria break down vegetable peels, break down remains of animals, and convert into usable substance. These substances are used by plants. Do you remember that which bacteria is used for preparation of medicine? Yes. There is a bacteria which is used in preparation of medicine. Penicillium. Penicillium is used in preparation of medicine. Yes. And in agriculture, bacteria are very useful. Yes. Rhizobium. Do you remember about rhizobium? Last time I told you about rhizobium. Rhizobium fixes the nitrogen. Yes. Rhizobium fixes the nitrogen. Means in our environment, nitrogen gas is present. Nitrogen gas plants cannot use. Yes, nitrogen gas is actually a food for plants. But plants cannot use nitrogen gas directly. So, rhizobium bacteria convert the nitrogen into usable form. So, they increase soil fertility. Yes. Like earthworm. Do you know earthworm? Earthworm insect, it is actually small organism. Yes. So, it improves soil fertility. Yes. It improves the goodness of soil by fixing nitrogen. So such kind of microorganisms are called nitrogen fixer. Such kind of organisms are called nitrogen fixer. Okay, now I am reading the line. Please pay attention. First line. Microorganisms are used for various purposes. Yes, microorganisms are used for many objectives. They are all used in the preparation of curd, bread and cake. Yes, they are used for making curd, making bread, making cake. They are also used in cleaning up environment. Yes, they are also used in cleaning up environment. For example, the organic waste, vegetable peels, remains of animals, feces. Yes, all these are organic waste. So, organic waste are cleaned up by microorganisms. And recall the bacteria which are used in preparation of medicine. Yes, bacteria are also used in preparation of medicine. In agriculture, they are used to increase soil fertility. Yes, by fixing nitrogen. They increase the soil fertility by fixing nitrogen. Please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. So kids, these are the used we discussed in short. Now we will discuss all the uses. Okay, all the uses we will discuss one by one. Okay, so let's move on the next point. Okay kids, making of curd. Let's study about curd. C-U-R-D, curd. You already know the meaning of curd. Okay, how does curd form? How does curd prepare? Curd is prepared by bacteria. Yes, curd is prepared by bacteria. Which bacteria? Lactobacillus. Yes, lactobacillus is the bacteria which prepare the curd. Yes, lactobacillus is the bacteria which prepares the curd. Yes, and there are many bacteria which are useful in making pickles, making of cheese, and many other food items. And do you know curd? Curd is the important ingredient of rava. Rava means suji and idli and bhaturas. Yes, and curd is an important ingredient, important part of suji, idli and bhaturas. Yes. So when we put buttermilk, small amount of buttermilk in milk, when we put small amount of buttermilk, chach, when we put small amount of buttermilk in milk, then what happens? The bacteria start to generate. Which bacteria? Lactobacillus. Yes, lactobacillus. These kind of bacterium starts to generate. These kind of bacterium start to generate, and they multiplies. Yes, they multiplies and grow and convert the milk into curd. Yes. So curd contains several microorganisms. Yes, curd contains several microorganisms. Of these, the bacterium lactobacillus. Of these, the bacterium lactobacillus. Yes, promotes the formation of curd. Yes, which bacterium promote the formation of curd? Yes, lactobacillus bacteria, and it multiplies in milk and convert it into curd. It multiplies in milk and convert into. Bacteria are also involved in the making of cheese. Bacteria are also involved in the making of cheese, pickles, and many other food items. An important ingredient of rava means suji, idli, and bhaturas is curd. I hope you understood. Please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. So, I hope you understood that which bacterium means which bacteria are useful in making curd. Lactobacillus. Yes. Okay. They multiply and convert the milk into curd. Let's move on the next point. Okay, kids. Let's talk about the making of bread. Yes. How do we make bread? Yes. As you know, bread, how does the volume of bread increase? Do you know how does the volume of bread increase? Do you know how does the volume of bread increase? Because of a microorganism. The name of microorganism is yeast. Y-E-S-T, yeast. The name of microorganism is yeast. Because of yeast, this volume, the size of length into breadth into height, the size of bread increase. Yes. How does it happen? Actually, yeast produce a gas. When yeast is mixed, when yeast is mixed in bread, then it produces a gas. The name of gas is carbon dioxide. Because of carbon dioxide gas, the size of the size of bread increase. So yeast produce rapidly and produce carbon dioxide during respiration. Yes, yeast is a microorganism, so it produces carbon dioxide during respiration. When bubbles of carbon dioxide gas fill the dough, increase its volume. Yes, increase its volume. This is the basis of the use of yeast in the baking industry for making breads, pastries, and cake. Yes, yeast is used in making bread. Yeast is used in making pastries. Yeast is used in making cake. Yes, because it increase the volume. Yes, carbon dioxide gas which is produced by respiration. Kids, I am again telling, carbon dioxide gas which is produced by yeast during respiration. When this gas fill the dough, D-O-U-G-H, dough flour, okay, dough, then it increase the volume. So it is used in baking industry. It is used in cake. It is used in pastries. It is used in bread. Yes, microorganisms are used in bread, pastry, and cake. Isn't it amazing? Microorganism, small living organism, living being. Which organism? Yeast. Yeast microorganism is used in cake, pastry, bread. Yes. Okay. Please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. So kids, how does yeast increase the volume of dough? How does yeast increase the volume of bread? How does yeast increase the volume of pastry? How does yeast increase the volume of cake? Yeast produce carbon dioxide during respiration. Yes. When you mix yeast in bread or in pastry or in cake, when you mix yeast in dough, then what happens? It produces carbon dioxide, and carbon dioxide gas feel in its dough, carbon dioxide gas feel in bread, carbon dioxide gas feels in pastry, carbon dioxide gas feels in cakes. So it increases the volume. So who increase? Carbon dioxide, which is producing by yeast, increasing the volume. I hope you understood. Now let's move on to the next point. Okay kids, let's do an activity. You can do this activity at home. Okay, a very simple activity. Maida, you know maida. So maida is a flour, or you can take atta, means atta is also flour. Okay, both are flour. So take half kilogram atta, or you can take half kilogram maida. Take half kilogram atta, or you can take half kilogram maida. Means take half kilogram flour, flour. Take half kilogram flour. Okay. Then what will you do? You will add some sugar and mix with warm water. Yes. Add some sugar and warm water. Okay. Mix both of them. Okay. Then what to do? Add small amount of yeast powder. Yes. Put small amount of yeast powder. Yes. Add small amount of yeast powder. Then what do you do? Knead to make a soft dough. Yes, knead it. Knead it. Knead. Knead. Knead means make it into a soft dough. Make it into a soft dough. Yes. So take half kilogram flour, add some sugar and warm water, add some sugar and warm water, then add small amount of yeast powder, okay, and knead it to make soft dough. Then what will you observe? After 2 hours, keep it for 2 hours, you will observe something. You will find that dough is rising. Yes, you will see raised maida, or you will see raised atta. Yes, you will see raised atta. It happened because of microorganisms. It happened because of which microorganism? Yeast microorganism. Please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. So kids, you can perform this activity at home. First of all, take atta or maida. Step number 1, take atta or maida. Step number 2, add some sugar and mix with water. Mix with warm water. Add some sugar and mix with warm water. Step number 3, add some amount of yeast powder. Add some amount of yeast powder. Step number 4, now knead it to make soft dough. Knead it to make soft dough. Yes. Then keep it for 2 hours. Then after 2 hours, you will see raised maida. Now let's write the observation. Okay. So what did we observe? Let's move on to the next point. So kids, you will observe that yeast reproduces rapidly. Yes, yeast reproduces rapidly and produce carbon dioxide during respiration. Yes, and produce carbon dioxide during respiration. And bubbles of gas fill the dough, and increase its volume. Yes, this is the basis. This is the basis of the use of yeast. This is the basis of the use of yeast in the baking industry for making bread, pastries, and cake. Yes, yeast reproduces rapidly and produce carbon dioxide during respiration. Yes, yeast reproduces rapidly. Yes, it reproduces rapidly itself and also produce carbon dioxide. It reproduces itself when you add yeast in cake, pastry, in dough. When you add some amount of yeast in dough, then what happens? It reproduces itself, it multiplies. Yes, yeast multiplies, and during respiration it also produces carbon dioxide. Yes, first of all it is multiplying, means it is growing in dough. It is growing in dough. It is growing in dough. The same thing happen in with the curd. Lactobacillus bacteria rapidly grow. It multiplies. In the same way, yeast. When you add yeast in bread, when you add yeast in pastry, when you add yeast in cake, then what happen? It multiplies itself. Yes, yeast produce rapidly. Yeast produce rapidly means it is multiplying itself. It is growing in number of quantity. Yes, and during respiration it is also producing carbon dioxide. Yes, dear kids, it produces carbon dioxide. So the bubbles of carbon dioxide gas fill the dough. The bubbles of carbon dioxide gas fill the dough and increase the volume. And increase the volume. This is the basis use of yeast. Yes, this is the basis use of yeast. It means there are many uses of yeast. We will discuss all the uses in next class. So, yeast is used in baking industry. Yes, yeast is used in the baking industry. You can ask to the shopkeeper, bakery shopkeeper, yes, who sell bread, pastry, cake, ask them, do you mix yeast? Maybe they call it khamir. Yes, you can ask them, they will tell you yes, they mix yeast to increase the volume, to increase the size of bread, pastries and cake. That's why they mix yeast. I am giving you 10 seconds, please write down. So kids, I hope you understood that microorganisms are friendly. Not only all the microorganisms are harmful. Yes, not all the microorganisms are harmful. Yes, I know virus is harmful. Yes, we know that viruses are considered as microorganisms. They are different from other microorganisms, but they are different from other microorganisms because they reproduce only in the body of host organisms like bacteria, plants and animal. And we know about coronavirus, yes, COVID-19, that it also need host. It also need host. Also need host. When coronavirus, it goes inside our body, it multiplies. Yes, it multiplies. It damages the cell. It reduces the quantity of protein. Yes, it damages the protein cell. And we know that polio is also a disease caused by virus. Yes, polio, chickenpox, all these are caused by virus. So not all the microorganisms are harmful, some of them are useful. Yes, microorganisms causes many diseases, but they are also useful. I hope you understood. Now let's move on to the next point. Okay kids, it's time to ask question from you. It's time to ask question from you. Question number 1. As you can see on the screen, which diseases are caused by microorganisms? Yes, which diseases are caused by microorganisms? Okay, first of all, I am telling the disease caused by virus. First of all, I am telling you the disease caused by virus, which are given in your book. Polio, chickenpox, cough and cold, measles and hepatitis B. Polio, chickenpox, measles, cough and cold and hepatitis B. Polio, chickenpox, measles, hepatitis B, cough and cold. These diseases are caused by water. Okay, hepatitis B. Hepatitis B is caused by, its mode of transmission is water. Yes, it transfer through water. Hepatitis B transfer through dirty water. Polio. Polio, its mode of transmission is air or water. Yes, it can transfer through air or water. Yes, it can transfer through air or water. And chickenpox. Yes, if I talk about chickenpox, chickenpox is airborne disease. Airborne disease means it can cause by, it can transmit through air. Means its mode of transmission is air. Chickenpox, its mode of transmission is air or when you comes in contact. Yes, when you comes in contact. Measles. Measles is also caused by virus and its mode of transmission is air. Okay, next let me tell you the disease caused by bacteria. Let me tell you the diseases caused by bacteria. TB, yes, tuberculosis. And its mode of transmission is air. Yes, its mode of transmission is air. Yes. And cholera, typhoid, yes. Cholera, it caused by when you eat dirty food or when you drink dirty water, then cholera can affect on your body. So cholera is caused by bacteria. Cholera is caused by bacteria. Typhoid is also caused by bacteria. Typhoid is also caused by bacteria. And its mode of transmission is water. Its mode of transmission is water. Yes. Okay. Protozoa. Protozoa like malaria. Yes, I already told you. Dysentery disease also. Malaria is caused by a female mosquito. Yes. The name of mosquito is Anopheles. Do you remember? The name of mosquito is Anopheles. Yes. So all these are diseases. Question number 2. Now question number 2. Let's discuss. I am reading. Please pay attention. Look on the screen. Microorganisms are friendly. Explain. Yes. Microorganisms are friendly. Explain. How does microorganisms are friend? Okay. Microorganisms are friendly. Microorganisms are used for various purposes. Microorganisms are used for various purposes. They are used in the preparation of curd, bread and cake. They are used in the preparation of curd, bread and cake. They are also used in cleaning up of the environment. They are also used in the cleaning up of the environment. For example, the organic waste. Organic waste means vegetable peels, remains of animals like dung, feces are broken down, yes, into harmless and usable substance by bacteria. And they are also used in the preparation of medicine. And in agriculture, they are used to increase soil fertility. Yes, they are used to increase soil fertility by fixing nitrogen. So there are many. Use number 1. Microorganisms are used in preparation of curd, bread and cake. Yes, how do we make curd? When we put buttermilk or chaach in small amount in the milk, then which bacterium start to grow? Lactobacillus bacterium starts to grow and it multiplies and convert milk into curd. And we also make bread and cake by a microorganism. The name is yeast. Yes. So it reproduce. What does yeast do? Yeast reproduce rapidly and produce carbon dioxide during respiration. So it increase the volume. So use number 1 is microorganisms are used in the preparation of curd, bread and cake. Microorganisms are used in preparation of curd, bread and cake. Use number 2. Microorganisms are used in cleaning up of the environment. Yes, microorganisms are used in the cleaning up of the environment. Use number 3. Microorganisms are used in the preparation of medicine. Yes, they are used in preparation of medicine. We will study in detail. Microorganisms are used to increase soil fertility. They increase soil fertility by fixing nitrogen. Yes, rhizobium. Rhizobium fix nitrogen. Yes. Okay. I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next question. How is yeast useful? Question number 3. Question number 3. How is yeast useful? Yes. How is yeast useful? Yes. Yeast is useful in making. Yeast is useful for baking industry. Yeast is useful for baking industry. Yes. Yeast is useful baking industry. Yeast is used in making of curd. Yes. Yeast is useful. Yeast is useful in making not curd, making bread, making cake, okay, making pastries. So we know that when we make dough, means that time we use yeast, so its bubble means carbon dioxide gas fill the dough and increase its volume. I hope you understood. Okay, now we will meet in next class. Till then, goodbye.